Greetings everybody, welcome back to Survival. This episode, I wasn't going to do this on camera, and I might still not do it on camera. Oh well, I might not do most of it on camera, but for those that don't know, this used to be my old mob system, and lately I've been using it to store items I get from fishing. So there's a chain of hoppers up there, and that used to run all the way along here and feed into these chests here, and there was no automatic way to sort them. I've just been kind of like dumping them in all of these chests. I've got quite a bit. There's more to this room, like for example this is where the ender pearls come to from the ender in the end, and over here is where we get the sugarcane from the sugarcane farm. That is of course manual, but you know, it's still kind of cool. It comes down here. And I thought, why not do this room properly, but instead of making it simply just for ender pearls, fish, produce, and sugarcane, we're going to just make it a storage room for excess items, because it's got to the stage where I actually do have a lot of excess stuff kicking around my world. I doubt all of it will ever be gathered together to the point where everything I own is like around my base here, or you know, upstairs. So that's just, you know, there's still going to be stuff here and there in chests and that, but at least we've got the potential to store a lot of it if we need to. The old entry point used to be here. That's gone. There are two potential places we could enter this area at. One is here. This is the chorus fruit farm. I actually harvested some by accident because I was on the other side of the redstone, filling in the stairs, and accidentally dug a stair and water flowed and killed the redstone, so we're going to have to replant it. This is one possible entry point. It's not, I would say this is my least favourite, because obviously if you're coming from the top you got to go down, you got to fall, and then you got to go down a bit more. It's kind of like just in the corner, if you like. I mean, maybe we can have an unofficial entrance point here, or an unorthodox point there, or whatever. But that's one option. At least we got the option. The other one's along here. I created a large hallway, and it goes down some stairs. The reason this area is so large is because I want to get a lot of chests in this area. Now I'm not sure how much lag it's going to cause, but hopefully it won't be too much. Basically down here is where the mob farm items go, as you can see here. So I've just kind of cut away some chests in the wall, and we can just simply walk down here and get to them. So that's fairly straightforward. I've not yet decided how I'm going to do it as far as design goes. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a design at all, and if I was just going to like leave it as it is. But let's be honest. I think part of the fun of this is trying to make something look good, and that's what I'm going for here. Can I not dig this? There we go. That was weird. I couldn't dig it for a second. Yeah, part of the fun of Minecraft is trying to make things look good, so we're going to go for something at least. I'm not sure what. I was going to go maybe for a wooden theme to try and fit the theme over here. As you can see, we've got a nice sandstone and oak wood theme with I quite like this actually. I did this quite a while ago. My one issue is it kind of changes. It goes from spruce leaves to oak leaves and all that, but I mean, I don't mind an awful lot. I was going to say, is there any mobs? What difficulty I'm on? Oh yeah, funny story. Last week what was I doing? I was cleaning out the rest of that area around the witch farm for the potion area, right? So I was fighting mobs, it was fun and all that, and then I was like, you know, this is going to take years if I don't turn to peaceful. So I turned it to peaceful, that was fine. I, you know, mined a bit more, and then my pickaxe broke. Derp. Then, that wasn't the only thing, so my mending pickaxe broke. Thankfully I had a spare one in my ender chest. I then went to the end, on peaceful, went to the enderman farm. Oh, why is there no enderman falling? Ah, the endermite is despawned, and it's on peaceful. So, yeah, I had to then go up there and get the endermite back, and yeah. And you know I've got that sign, you might know I've got that sign at the start, like before you go into the ender portal, that says make sure you're on hard. I just ignored it. So we're going to have to do some work there, and maybe brighten that room up a bit, and make it so that I don't go into the end without acknowledging what game difficulty I'm on. Just, you know, as a safety measure. Anyway, any other ideas? What should we do here? Alright, so I think this main hallway bit will be the easiest to work on, so we'll do that first. It would help if I got the right blocks out. So, as you can see, I've got a bunch of stuff here. I'm not overly sure what I'm going to be doing with it. So ideally we want the chests to be in from the wall. The chests will be, let me see, what we're going to have is we're going to have the blocks here. The blocks are going to start here. And then we're going to have the chests here. Like so. Not sure what we'll have under the chests. In fact, you know what? We could have the sea lanterns under the chests. That might be an idea. I was going to have the sea lanterns like out in the open because they kind of go well. They might break up the texture a bit. I can't remember what my exact design was. And as you can tell, we are kind of low with regards to diorite and andesite, but our pattern was something like this. Oh man, we're going to go onto the stairs here. Alright, we'll start it here then. So we're going to have those there, like so, and then if we go along one, there'll be a sea lantern, and it'll go, oh dear, we used the wrong block. There we go. Right block. Yeah, something like that, maybe. I'm not sure. Alright, so that's what I've got so far. I'm not overly convinced by it, but I don't think it's bad. If we go along here, we can extend the side of it, because my idea is to have chests up here too. We want as much storage space as possible. We're just going to go along here like so. Of course, we've got the bare walls to worry about down here, but not much we can do about that just yet. And then the chests will just simply go here. So yeah, chests there, and they'll be basically 4 or 5 high because we'll need as many as possible. And this is, again, this is for, well, just anything really. There's going to be no set order. It's just going to be any random chest for anything. And yeah, we just need a block now to go under. I think that would do the job. The problem is through the back we don't have anything but stone. Now, of course, 1.12 is out today. This is the day I think the snapshots come out. But I don't plan to, just FYI, I don't plan to update until later. I might, I'm not sure. I'll see how it is, but I probably won't update until later. Otherwise, we might be able to put a coloured, you know, one of the new coloured blocks through the back, like the concrete. Or just stained clay. Maybe we could do stained clay. Might put stone brick through the back or something like that. I don't know. Let's see how that would look. Or we can stack the chests on top of each other. I think I dug through the wall or something. And I saw this. And I was like, what is that? And there was obviously, there's these aisles down side. I thought it might have been a spawner, so I started digging in. It was like, what? I need to know what this is. And then it dawned on me that this was the old slime farm. I used to have a slime farm here, and this was it. So we might extend this area through here, depending on how we do. We could actually, yeah, there's probably enough scope for us just to tear away this wall and extend it further. That'll give us even more space. Not sure if that's a bad idea, but it's an option. Alright, so this is what I've got so far. I still need to decide what to put behind the wall here. I think behind the glass we're going to put just regular chiseled stone. Oh, we put something different behind that one. Okay, maybe we should put the stone bricks just to be in keeping with what we did there. Yeah, so it looks very... See, the problem is, the side of it is going to be grey, the bottom of it is going to be, you know, this kind of aqua, turquoise, greeny, whatever. Debate amongst yourselves. So it's going to look a wee bit weird, I would say. But I don't really know what to do with the walls, in all honesty. I'm just trying to figure out ideas at the minute. Alright, I've come back with the alternate prismarine block. I think it's just called, yeah, it's just called regular prismarine without the regular, but you know what I mean. So I'm thinking we should take off the wall. So really what we're trying to do here is we're trying to come up with a pattern for the wall. I've been looking online, or I've still been looking online at different patterns. I don't. There's about one good. Well, when I say one good one, there's one I found. We're just gonna copy it, I guess. Possibly like that, because that'll be the back of the bottom one. So that'll keep the theme of dark prismarine at the bottom. I'm gonna call it prismarite. I don't know. It just seems to be the right thing to say. And then a checkered pattern, it looks like. And then, yeah, checkered continues going up there. Then checkered on the third row. And then at the top, just a solid prismarine thing. And that looks quite nice, actually. I like that. And the reason I like that is because I didn't make it up. So, yeah. Go me. No, right. So we'll do that then, all the way along the walls. Keep in mind, this stuff will be semi-secluded, as in it, you know, you won't be able to see it. There'll be chests in front of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off, and then you can roast me afterwards. Alright, so that's what we've got so far. We'll put a non-solid block above the chest so we can open the top ones. My biggest concern is there's going to be too many. I'm not sure what the limit is before you can really feel the effects, but you know what I mean. It's just I'm not sure. I'm not overly convinced by it, but we'll give it a shot. I might get enough chests and just fill this whole room, and then I'll see how it is and make a decision from there. But yeah, that's ideally we would be able to have as many chests as we want, but it's just the nature of it. Chests are counted as entities, and therefore they don't render it. Well, yeah. See, look at that. Look at that chest at the end there, rendering in and out. That's what I mean. Its class is different to that of a block, and therefore a lot of it causes lag. I think it's because it stores items too, and entities blocks that store items such as hoppers, such as chests. They're going to lag a wee bit. So yeah, this is what we've got so far. I'm fairly happy with it. Keep in mind, all being well, it'll be full of chests. I intend to do something similar here, although again that will depend on how the performance goes. What I'm going to do is have a sorting system here at this end of the room that will sort all the fishing items into different chests. We'll probably have multiple sections for multiple items, so like 2 for fish or 4 for fish, depending on how much space we've got. And then we will have other storage over here probably. I don't know. We're going to have to play it by ear and see how we do. Just want to point something out. I saw this in my world the other day, and as you can see under the water, all the dirt has turned to grass. Now I'm not sure what the implication is. Well, obviously the most obvious one is I've got grass growing below the water. I'm assuming this is either a bug. If it's I doubt it's an intended feature. Although grass has less of a significance with regards to things like animal spawning. The point is, it's kind of weird. I looked online, and apparently this has happened in worlds before. I'm not sure if it's happening just here or if it's happening all over, but as you can see, it's certainly prevalent around this area. Let's see, yeah, it seems to be similar here. Quite a lot of grass. I wonder what it's like in the ocean. I wonder if it's like the whole of the ocean is grass. Oh my goodness, this is grass as well. There's very little grass down here, but it's starting to spread, as you can see. The reason it'll be starting to spread here is because I've not been in this area much. Okay, so next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the, if I remember, if I remember what I've forecasted, we'll work on the potion lab, or whatever it's called. It's going to be in this room. You might think it's a big room. It is a big room. You might think it's too big. It's probably too small. Yeah, so unfortunately it doesn't, as I've said, it doesn't work in this update because of a bug. But hopefully that bug will be fixed. It's like it's a pretty big bug, so I'm pretty sure it'll be fixed. One thing I never hooked up over here, by the way, was the lights. We need to hook up the lights to some sort of a switch mechanism. And I do have plans for the villagers, but with the amount of villager stuff I do in Flatlands, I need motivation to work on this villager stuff. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Oh look! Look at this. Some grass. There must have been some grass, like one grass block under this ocean. But look at it now. There's so much grass. This is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder what caused this. I wonder what causes the bug. It's so weird. I actually kind of like it, to be fair. I mean, I prefer the dirt. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's like you could have your own. Yeah, okay. There's no chance I'll be able to grow my own farm down here or whatever. But it'd be cool if you could make your own ecosystems down here or biomes or whatever. I don't know what they're called. Biospheres. Some plant life and yeah, maybe make some artificial plankton or something. I don't know. That's just my imagination. Anyway. Oh yeah, and I've still got to get all this stuff back to base somehow. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. I didn't get an awful lot done.